Good morning and welcome to the channel on the 22nd day of July 2026, which is a Wednesday. During my normal scans of all of the channels this morning, one thing came up which was completely different to what I'm normally looking for, and that was the construction of artificial intelligence sites. And these sites seem to be built in places in Southeast Asia, Japan, Australia. And I was absolutely amazed at the actual size of these. So I thought I'd just have a look and see at the environmental impact of these. AI data centers, they have major environmental impacts because they consume huge amounts of electricity, water and land, and these demands scale rapidly as AI usage grows. The most important takeaway, their data centers strain power grids, increase carbon emissions, consume vast water for cooling, and require large land footprints. So let's have a look. The massive electricity consumption leads to higher carbon emissions. The data centers are amongst the fastest growing industrial electricity users. Global data center electricity demand may rise from 415 terawatts in 2024 to 945 terawatts by 2030. These are huge figures. By 2035, AI data centers could consume 20% of all US electricity, up from 5.9% today. Large AI-focused facilities often require 100 megawatts or more, enough power to power tens of thousands of homes. They use enormous amounts of water for cooling. AI servers run extremely high utilization, generating intense heat that must be removed continuously. AI-related water consumption in the US could rise by 200 to 300 billion gallons per year by 2030. AI-related water use globally could equal the annual basic needs of 1.3 billion people by the end of the decade. That's all of the use of, say, the population of India or the population of China. It's unbelievable. The impact on this creates pressure on local water supplies, and especially in drought-prone regions. Could you imagine building this in Saudi Arabia or in the Middle East? They require a large land footprint for buildings and power infrastructure. The data centers require huge buildings for computer halls, cooling plants, substations, transformers and backup generators, renewable energy installations, i.e. solar fields, battery farms. The land footprint associated with AI energy produces supply chains that may exceed 14,500 kilometers squared. By 2030, roughly twice the size of the Jakarta metro area. Local environmental burdens versus global benefits. AI's environmental costs are highly localized. Communities near data centers face water depletion, noise, heat, and land use changes. Electricity demand can raise local energy prices or strain regional grids. Public opposition is rising. Only 14% of Americans support having an AI data center in their community. The cooling systems increase energy use and emissions. High density artificial intelligence racks require 30 to 80 kilowatts per rack. Required advanced cooling systems. Everyday AI usage is the main driver. Contrary to popular belief, training large models is not the biggest environmental cost. 80 to 90% of AI's total energy demand comes from everyday inference, daily usage. Generating a single AI image can require 1,000 times more energy than a simple text classification. In other words, if you say, oh, can you generate this image of me looking like this rather than text, it's 1,000 times more. Can the impact be reduced? Yes, but only with coordinated changes. More efficient cooling? Well, that could help. Locating data centers in low carbon, water secure regions? That could help. Renewable energy integration? That could help. Better model efficiency and hardware optimization? That could help. So in summary, AI data centers affect the environment by increasing carbon emissions, consuming huge volumes of water, occupying large land areas, straining local communities, driving continuous growths in energy use. Wow, didn't know that. Well, now I do, and now so do you. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Talk to you again tomorrow.